மதிப்பிற்குரிய sorry respected elders, educationists, ladies and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are to see five couplets from 441 to 445 under the chapter Seeking the Aid of the Great. Seeking the aids of the great people. Come, let us see them. Tirukural, comments and explanations with a new dimension. Chapter 45 Seeking the Aid of the Great. Five couplets from 441 to 445. Live 195. Dated 5/12/2025. Wealth. Chapter 45 Politics. Seeking the Aid of the Great. Chapter 441 Having duly weighed the virtue and wisdom of the wise. Seek the friendship of the elderly and virtually wise. Having duly weighed the virtue and wisdom of the wise, seek the friendship of the elderly and virtuously wise. Explanation. First, seek people who are older than you by age and wiser than you by wisdom. Secondly, analyze well the reliability of their virtue and depth of their wisdom. Thirdly, select the best of them prudently and then earn their friendship as the fruit earns its sweetness from the fertile soil and make use of it for fruitful purposes. It is getting a virtually wise man who is older and wiser than you as friend is wisdom. The content. Earn the friendship of virtuously wise people as the fruit earns its sweetness from the mother soil. It is the content. It is the content of the couple. Earn the friendship of virtuously wise people as the fruit earns its sweetness from the mother soil. That is the core. What is the gap of it? The friendship of Charnakyans would bring darkness showing light. It is the friendship of Charnakyans would bring darkness showing light. Yes, that is the Kunal emphasizes the friendship of Chanakyas. It will be avoided. That's all. Couplet 442 Protect the friendship of those who defeated the evils occurred and are wise enough to protect against the evil coming as God. Protect the friendship of those who defeated the evils occurred and are wise enough to protect against the evil coming as God. Explanation. You ought to predict friendship of those who have overcome the harms occurred earlier and are wise enough to predict the evils awaiting and protect you against them. That is, protecting the friendship of the virtuously wise as the eyelids is wisdom. Protecting the friendship of the virtuously wise as the eyelids is wisdom. Content. Holding the friendship of the virtuously wise as the eyelids is wisdom. It is the content of the couplet. That is, the essence of the couplet is guarding the friendship of the wise, guarding the friendship of the virtuously wise, not merely wise, virtuously wise. as the eyelids is wisdom. What is the advice behind it? The advice behind it is ignoring the friendship of the virtuous voices ignorance. Guarding the friendship of the virtuously wise people is wisdom. Ignoring the friendship of the virtuously wise people is ignorance. Chapter 443. The rarest of the rare things is earning great men as kings and guarding them as wings. The rarest of the rare things is earning great men as kings and guarding them as wings. Explanation. The greatest of the fames earned is earning the kinship of virtuously wise people and sincerely protecting their relationship. It is guarding the relationship of the great is wisdom. A content. Earning and guarding the relationship of the great is wisdom. Earning and guarding the relationship of the great is wisdom. What is the core? Ignoring the relationship of the great is ignorance. Earning and guarding the friendship of the great is wisdom. Ignoring the relationship of the virtuously great people is ignorance. Couplet 443, 44. Yearning the relationship of those who are wiser than us by following their ways of life would be the greatest power of us. Yearning the relationship of those who are wiser than us by following their ways of life would be the greatest power of us. Explanation. Yearning the relationship of people who are greater than us by all means, by following their moral ways of living, would be our greatest strength. It is earning the relationship of great people would strengthen our strength. Content. Earning the relationship of people who are greater than us would be our greatest strength. Earning the relationship of people who are greater than us would be our greatest strength. This is the content. If so, what is the goal? Not earning the relationship of the greatest is ignorance. Not earning the relationship of the greatest is wisdom. Not earning the relationship of the great is ignorance. Couplet 445. As the eyes of a ruler are his virtuous and wise ministers, the king should rule the state having such nice ministers. As the eyes of a ruler are his virtuous and wise ministers, the king should rule the state having such nice ministers. Explanation. The true eyes of a ruler are his own character and ministers with the qualities of virtue, morality, decency, wisdom, and skill. So, a great ruler of your state first should be a blameless personality by himself, and then he should have virtuous and wise ministry with selfless dedication and sacrifice. It is the welfare of a state depends upon the personality of the divine king and his noble ministry. The welfare of a state depends upon the personality of the divine king and his noble ministry. The content. The welfare of a state depends upon the personality of the divine king and his noble ministry. That is the content of this couplet. The content of the couplet is welfare of a state depends upon, wholly depends upon the personality of the king, ruler, and the virtue and nobility of the ministers. Go. The state sense the dedicatory leader is the infant sense mother. That is, it is the main thing. Rather than the world one stresses the state without dedicatory leader. The state without dedicatory leader is the infant sense mother. So, if a state should flourish in all aspects, it should have a selfless, dedicatory leader. Then only that state would flourish in all angles. Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers and dear students. Yes, we will sing five beautiful couplets in this chapter, seeking the aid of the great. That is, every man needs the friendship of people who are wiser than himself. So your friend should be first should be virtuous. First should be virtuous. Then wise. It is virtue is everything. அதாவது without wisdom without virtue would spoil us. Virtue, I mean, wisdom without virtue could teach us Chanakism, how to beat others. Such kind of wisdom is not necessary for us. Every one of us, we need a wisdom coupled with virtue. So we should earn the friendship of virtuously wise people who are greater than us in all angles. Then we could earn not only material wealth, material riches, but also fame and name. So only virtuously great people would feed virtuously great things. So we should earn the friendship of virtuously great people and maintain that as our eyelids. As our eyelids protect our eyes, we should protect the friendship of virtuously great people. Yes, yes. And also, the welfare of a state depends upon the personality of the ruler and his ministry. So, if a state has, yeah, I mean, the sinless, a flawless leader, it would shine in all angles. It's okay. Respected elders, educationists, deities, and dear students, I thank all of you for patiently and keenly listening to my comments for the 5 couplets. Till I meet you in the next class, I thank all of you.